Hello, I'm Howard, pastor of the Roseville New Church, and welcome to Spiritual Shorts. Today we're diving into an intriguing topic that connects ancient myths with our modern spiritual journey, the symbolism of dragons. Earlier this week, the calendar on my computer reminded me that the 23rd of April is St. George's Day. Now, I'm not particularly schooled in the saints, but I at least know that St. George is credited with slaying a dragon. After several months of planned out sermons, I took this as a sign for this week to delve into the subject of dragons. You know, sometimes you just go where the energy is. St. George is believed to have been a Roman soldier and an early Christian martyr who famously battled a dragon to save a town and its princess. In the New Church, we don't venerate saints as much as other Christian traditions might, but we do focus significantly on the symbolism found in stories about dragons, like that of St. George. Interestingly, the dragon he fought isn't just a creature of old fairy tales, but it represents something deeply relevant to us today. In the book of Revelation, chapter 12, we encounter another formidable dragon. I saw a large dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, with 7 crowns on his heads. This dragon threatens a woman about to give birth, symbolizing the peril faced by truths that are newly emerging into the world. The woman represents the church, and her child is the pure divine doctrine she brings forth, which is immediately endangered by the dragon's presence. Okay, Howard, why focus on dragons, you might ask? Well, dragons are more than mythical creatures. Historically, they've represented the unknown. It was not uncommon in the early periods of exploration to mark unexplored regions on maps with warnings of "Here be dragons." In other words, we don't know what's beyond this point, but the story we create about what there involves danger and dragons. It was for people of that time how they made sense of the world around them, a world they did not understand. And aren't we all simply trying to make sense of the world around us? Aren't we simply making up stories based on what we think is going on? In the rightly understood symbolic language of the Bible, the dragon vividly symbolizes misleading beliefs and selfish desires. The deceptive reasoning arising from our lower nature. This interpretation isn't just theological, it's deeply personal. Each of us faces our own dragons, the inner conflicts and temptations that challenge our spiritual growth. The dragon we face is deeply and imperceptibly at work within these very stories that we create about the world around us. In many respects, the dragon's deception is more pervasive in today's world than it was 500 years ago when those first maps were being drawn. In today's world where materialism and skepticism often overshadow spiritual insights, we are taught today that everything, including our very consciousness, can be explained by science alone, neglecting the spiritual dimensions of our existence. In such a world, the dragon thrives, sowing doubt and confusion, making us believe that we are entirely self-reliant, independent of any divine guidance. It's a powerful illusion, one that shapes our moral and spiritual landscape, often leading us away from truth and goodness. And don't be mistaken, the dragon doesn't go back into his cave because you read the Word and attend church. The dragon simply changes his tactics to attack from another direction. So, how do we battle the modern dragon? Really, the old dragon. We do it by looking to the Lord, recognizing and then overcoming our self-centered thoughts and desires. It is a continual and ongoing effort. It's about seeing through the illusions and acknowledging that true wisdom and virtue come from aligning ourselves with the divine will, not from following our selfish inclinations. As we continue our spiritual journeys, let us remain vigilant and on guard against the dragon. The dragons in our lives are not external threats, but they are internal challenges, symbolizing the deceptive reasonings that lead us away from experiencing a truly spiritual life. Let us embrace this battle with courage and with faith, trusting in the divine truths that guide us. Together, we can overcome these challenges and find renewed life, free from deception. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Spiritual Shorts. Keep seeking the truth, battling your dragons, and growing in your faith. God bless you.